Hi, everybody. This is House of Strides. I'm your host, Jared House. First, I just want to tell each and every one of you how proud of you I am. I understand it's not an easy process to heal. I understand it's not an easy process to even talk about it. I don't expect anybody to be where I am and my healing process. A big part of why I'm doing this is simply because I wish there would have been someone like me when I needed it then. So I hope that any of this community finds you well. If you need it, we are here. Um, Today we're going to be talking about my personal experience in my fun life of trauma with a birth defect of a cleft lip and palate. If you are familiar with the birth defect, you understand it's not a not an easy one. Not the hardest by any means, but it comes with its own list of responsibilities and trials and tribulations. So that birth defect itself, 27 surgeries, childhood being made fun of for being different, uh, self worth issues. It's a doozy, but there are. I missed the boat a little bit with July being Cleft Awareness Month, but I wanted to do this specifically after, as having a birth defect it's a daily thing for most people with it. Cleft lip and palate, it's you wake up and have it, and that comes with all sorts of problems. Before I jump into it, whoever likes saving money with Bucked Up, you use code BuckedHouse92. I know it's ridiculous. You get 20% off any order. Loyal Fitness clothing brand, JH1992. Get 10% off your order. Any Conqueror challenges, use code JH96538. 10% off your order. Conqueror challenge definitely kind of kicked me on my ass and it made it a little bit easier for me to get moving. Last company that I'm happy to be an ambassador for. I really like what they stand for. Vital Apparel. Use code. Not that. Use code JHouse92. 10% off any order. Um, could be 20. I'm not sure. I think it's 10. But either way, saving money. And if you haven't checked them out, Vital Apparel, very good. The whole thing with them is, I don't know, kind of what I'm going for as well, of keeping things open and communication of your mental health, and incorporating fitness and kind of getting yourself out of that rut. So give them a look. Um, so jumping into my history with a cleft lip and palate. I'm 32 years old. I have had 27 surgeries. The majority of them have all been cleft palate related, or cleft lip and palate related. Having a birth defect like a cleft lip and palate, that caused a lot of eating issues as an infant to a toddler, having surgeries here and there. Couldn't breastfeed with my mother, and her not being very financially well off. I mean, it was a struggle to even keep me alive for a good couple months. Just very malnourished. It's you think about it, a cleft lip and palate is essentially no half of your lip and no roof of your mouth, and half your nose is just missing. And before they do surgery, you try to eat anything and just kind of goes wherever. Um, Obviously, as time went on, I had more surgeries as I grew physically. My body changed, but obviously the skin stretches where you have to keep up with the surgeries to accommodate for that change. Um, the biggest thing I can say with a cleft lip and palate that I struggled with, on top of all the physical aspects of it, my insecurities with my self worth, the way that I viewed myself. I mean, I got made fun of just a ridiculous amount. Elementary, middle school, a little bit in high school, not as bad. Um, but I mean, kids are vicious. I've heard it all before. Um, just about how my voice sounds. Anyone with a cleft, you get that like nasally, and it's embarrassing, but you learn to accept it. I mean, aside from getting ridiculed, I mean, hell, I got held back in first grade. I was so shy to hear my own voice that I would rather just not read in front of everybody. And the teachers all just assumed that I just didn't know how, and it made sense. Um, but even that, I'm happy that it landed me where I am today. So every disadvantage I feel like has its advantage. Um, I mean, hell, anyone watching this with any kind of birth defect, you understand that, fuck, just doing this is nerve wracking. Like, I'm by myself, but I'm. I hope. I hope that me being confident talking about this and my journey will give you the kind of confidence that you need in your day to day life. It's not easy. It's almost like you wake up and you know that you're different, and it's this internal battle of, you know, how much am I going to recognize that today? How much of that is part of me? How much of it is me? Um, I'm just here to tell you that it makes you you, and that is however you want to look at it. I'd like to think that three of the biggest factors of having a cleft lip and palate would definitely be the surgical aspect of it. I mean, just the in and out of hospitals my entire life. Like, I'm constantly being told of how well you cooperate and all that, and just because it's just easier to get through it, doesn't mean it doesn't hurt. But like, shut up and let them work around to do whatever they got to do, and you'll be out of there soon enough, right? Um, the physical toll definitely took. Two, yes, the emotional toll that it took. Like I said, we bullied from a young age, just from people who don't understand, uh, and kind of the toll that took on me. Um, and then three is I'd say the self confidence. That was one that, I mean, I still struggle with today. I had to do a lot of that self confidence, having the cleft lip and palate. I had to do a lot of work growing up because I was so behind and different from everybody else. I did years of speech therapy at Kent State University in Ohio. They did years of what they called it was a palatometer. You had to learn how to, after almost every surgery, I had to relearn how to talk. And as frustrating as it was, I'm very grateful that it got me here, because now I feel annoyed by the birds. Now I feel comfortable and confident to talk to you all. And I hope that one day each and every one of you feel confident this way. The older I've gotten, the more I can understand and accept that the birds are really annoying today. It's always what I film. Um, that it's a day in and day out effort, and you learn to love yourself. What feels like there's more challenges than other people have. Um, it's worth it. I promise you. If you should feel comfortable smiling. You should feel confident smiling. It's birth defect or not, you are you, and I'm proud of you. And I know how hard it is to just get up and be yourself some days. I know how hard it is to share your true self. I know it's not easy. I'm in a rut myself. But if no one's told you, you're worth it. You are worth it in every sense of the word. You are worth every struggle that you put yourself through. It will work out. Um, you know, I encourage treat others with respect. If you're it's obviously, and it's something I encourage, something I even I'm trying to get my kids to pick up on it sooner than later. You treat others with respect. You don't know their story. I mean, it's easy to look at someone and laugh because it's different, but you know, and I'm not gonna act like I don't. It happens, but there's a fine line of keeping that shit to yourself. You know, keep it in your head. Um, I don't know. I can't tell you how many times just hearing someone make fun of the way I talk, or that my nose looks the way it does. Like, I mean, fuck, I've had my nose has been technically broken over 10 times. I've This is a fake tooth. Uh, you don't know people's story. You don't know all the stuff they've had to do just to earn that fucking smile. Um, and to any of you wearing that smile today, let's fucking get it. I'm proud of you. If you're looking for a sign to just love yourself, and I know that's hard. This is it. I'll tell you right now. If you're looking for that sign to feel confident in yourself, the way that you look, the way that you feel, the way that you want to act, do it. Don't let a setback or a birth defect or a disadvantage keep you back. Move. It's worth it. It's use use what you think as your disadvantage and make it worth your while. Make everybody else see how much of an advantage it is. Having having this kind of birth defect, yeah, now I see it as a one up on everybody because I've been through everything I've been through, and I can get through a lot more easier than you ever could. Um, Thank you again for everybody and their support. Um, House of Strides is officially an LLC now. I'm very proud of that. I'm happy with the community that I'm building. I cannot wait until I move out of here from all these parents. Real estate license and project management certification coming real soon. Um, keep grinding. I will see you next time on House of Strides. I encourage you all for this week's homework. Just be kind to one another. Maybe try to be kind to someone who you've been a little standoffish with, or you just, I don't know. And a lot of it's usually all in your head. Um, Take it from me. I'll be the first to admit that. Get out of your comfort zone and just try to be nice to someone who you wouldn't normally be nice to. I promise you it'll go a long way for you both. If you are interested in being a guest or just talking, that's what this community is all about. Please email houseofstrides@gmail.com. Again, my name is Jared House. I'm very proud of you all. One thing I want to make sure I say to whoever needs to hear this, birth defect or not, whether you believe it or not, you are beautiful. And you should feel that. You should feel proud of yourself. You should feel confident in yourself. And I hope that you get to that point where you feel that way day in and day out. I'm very proud of you all. I will. I'll see you next time.